welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm Rebecca Felgate, and today we are talking the top 10 scary pranks that are absolutely not for kids. If you're a kid who's watching, don't do these pranks. To cut a really long story short, you might get hurt or you might die. If you know a kid who likes pranks, maybe just buy them a whoopee cushion and a fake snake. Absolutely do not let them do the things on this list. None. Okay, so coming in at number 10, we have the super glue prank. Any kind of prank involving super glue is A, not for kids, and B, should not be pulled on kids. Kids getting stuck to stuff just isn't pleasant. In January 2016, two young girls from Exeter in the UK decided to play a prank in their local McDonald's. What they did was pour superglue all over a toilet seat in a cubicle and wait for someone to get stuck. Unfortunately, the poor victim was a 4-year-old girl. She sat down and her mother could not get her up. The 4-year-old Kayla Langmead ripped off part of her skin as she was prized from the seat. The perpetrators confessed and were in tears as their prank went wrong. Do not mess with superglue, kids, or anyone really. Next up at number 9, we have fire pranks. Any fire prank is kind of awful and could go very wrong. I've seen pranks where people place fire in saucepans near someone who's sleeping, meaning that when they wake up they smell smoke and they're all panicked. This just isn't okay, and there's so much potential for disaster. Kids get hurt in fire pranks absolutely all the time, and in 2014 a 7-year-old boy in Scotland was set on fire by accident in a prank that went horrifyingly wrong, giving him serious burns. His friend was said to have stolen a gasoline canister off the back of a van and then poured some on the boy, called Preston Flores. Preston got doused in the gasoline, then his friend thought it was funny to spark a lighter near him, which unfortunately was enough to set him on fire. There is a reason that people say don't play with fire, because you will literally get burned. Okay, so from fire to fireworks, up next we have pranks involving fireworks, any kind of firework, and I think it's really bad. Basically, fireworks and children are a scary combination. My dad told me a little bit of a bad story when I was younger. Basically, he was a really mischievous youth. He and his group of friends decided to post lit fireworks through somebody's letterbox in their neighborhood. Long story short, it could have been a lot worse than it was, but he got in trouble with the police. Once again, fireworks are explosives. In 2014, a teenager was killed in Southington, Connecticut, as a sparkler was thrown in a window while she was sleeping. There are countless horror stories surrounding fireworks and kids. I'll spare you more gory details. Suffice to say, don't play with them. So speaking of horror stories, another scary prank that is absolutely not for kids is the killer clown prank, and this is coming on in at number 7. I'm pretty hopeful that the killer clown phase is over. It's very 2016 after all. That said, I would really advise kids, and anyone else really, not to try and dress up as a spooky clown and taunt people. I, for one, if I saw someone dressed as a clown in my back garden or walking after me in the street, I would give them a right good walloping with my handbag. I can imagine a lot of people out there would do a lot worse as well, so don't put yourself in that situation. Don't dress up as a spooky clown. You might get punched or shot for the sake of a stupid prank. In at number 6, we have the iPhone in the microwave prank. Remember when 4chan trolled the kids, encouraging them to put their phones in the microwave because they said it was a new special feature that charged iPhone batteries? Well, some of them were foolish enough to actually try it. A few even tweeted out pictures of their phones on fire in the microwave, which is just really sad. To be honest, this is actually really dangerous. There were even some reports of house fires following the internet post, which could have resulted in some people getting seriously harmed. Coming in at number 5, we have the duct tape in the road prank. An extremely unsafe and scary prank that kids often pull is placing duct tape in the road or across the road. This is actually very dangerous for cyclists or motorcyclists. Placing anything in the road as a prank is frankly a terrible idea, as a whole number of people could get hurt, including the person pulling the prank. In 2013, a motorcyclist was very badly injured after getting caught in tape and falling off her bike. You just don't want that on your conscience when you're a child. Keeping it on the same theme, in at number 4 we have lying in the road. road. Kids often lay in the road or at the side of the road to scare passers-by or drivers into basically thinking that they're injured or they're dead bodies. Then when people come out to help them, they jump up and they're like, lol, pranked you. To be honest, this is totally not okay and it's very scary on many levels, mostly because you can end up actually getting hit by a car. Shy away once again from any kind of road-related prank. Coming in at number 3, we have drowning pranks. YouTube can be an absolute nightmare for exposing children to inappropriate pranks. I don't even want to give Sam Pepper the time of day, but those kind of videos are not funny or safe for children. The same goes for social experiments. Just stop them now. One quick glance over YouTube shows me that some kids and even some bigger YouTubers have pulled drowning pranks. There is a video out there called Drowning Baby Prank, which has had over 60 million views. It doesn't involve a real baby, but any kid watching it may get the wrong idea. The problem is basically that any kind of water prank leaves a kid at risk. On top of that, even if you successfully pull off a drowning prank, what if you're then caught in real danger and nobody wants to come and help you? Always remember the boy who cried wolf. This next one is really horrible and can go so terribly wrong, plus is kind of mentally scarring. In at number 2, we have murder scene pranks. Fake blood is really easy to muster up, and a murder scene prank could sound like a hilarious idea, but it could be really mentally harming for a kid. And also, it could get people in a lot of trouble. One person played a murder scene prank on their roommate's brother that went viral in a YouTube video in 2009. The video shows a poor kid coming home from school and being totally freaked out by blood on the ground. They also spot a prop knife covered in fake blood. I actually think that this is so mean, and to be honest, the video's dislike ratio tells me that I am not the only one. Okay, so coming in at number 1 of our top 10 pranks that are really scary and totally unsafe for kids, in at number 1, we have a fake hanging. This is the worst and scariest prank to play. Never, ever, ever try and trick someone or scare someone into thinking that you've hung yourself. It's not funny, and there have been so many instances of kids accidentally hanging themselves. In 2013, a teenager in Kentucky staged a Halloween-style hanging as a spooky joke in his front yard, but unfortunately, it went devastatingly wrong. 16-year-old Jordan Morland was trying to scare his sister when he accidentally hung himself from a tree for real. So there you have it, guys, some really scary pranks that kids should absolutely not try, and to be honest, I don't even think that adults should try some of these. I don't find danger funny. Stay safe. Why not switch that salt for the sugar? It's an absolute classic. Do let me know what your thoughts of this video were in the comments section down below. Why not suggest some safe pranks and I'll try them out, I guess. Maybe I'll try them out on Danny or Landon. But again, not dangerous, very safe. Anything involving a water gun. I love me a water gun. I've been Rebecca Felgate. This has been Most Amazing Top 10. If you like this video, make sure you show us by giving us a good thumbs up, sharing it with a friend, and of course subscribing to Most Amazing Top 10 for more fabulous lists just like this one. And I will see you next time.